Even before The Hidden God is released, Zhao Lusi has taken on a new drama starring the popular young actor Zhou Yiren. Speaking of which, Zhao Lusi can be regarded as a newcomer who has developed well in the entertainment industry. Since starring in Cheng Yi, she has appeared in many TV series. Now, the TV series she has starred in, whether it is The Star or The Star Can't Hide Secretly, are all dark horses in the ratings, and Zhao Lusi's performance in these TV series is also quite outstanding. Zhao Lusi has been constantly exploring her potential in recent years, acting in both ancient costumes and modern times, and has also appeared in some TV series with popular themes. In addition, the previous Secretly Can't Hide, although there is no special topic, its ratings and topics are very high. Zhao Lusi played a kind and simple girl in it. She cooperated with the male protagonist and made her acting skills more popular, got a huge boost and made her fans warm to her. Nowadays, Zhao Lusi's unfinished TV series are basically stable. There are even many TV series adapted from big IPs that have become popular before they are aired. Top stars like The Hidden God, which has already exceeded the audience's expectations. However, just as Cheng Yi is about to be released, another similar ancient movie is about to be released. The name of this movie is Chu Chen. Chu Chen is based on a more popular work of the same name. In this work, we saw a young man named Han Jin who had a bumpy fate. He encountered the dispute between Zhao Ting, the court battle, and the conspiracy in Chu State. Conspiracy, and finally grew into the Pillar of Chu State and a Wise Man. This book is closely related to the historical background of this era. It is a very suspenseful type when it appears. For example, the male protagonist is poisoned as soon as he appears, and the person who drugged him is also a mystery, which makes people feel a kind of both. There is an atmosphere of suspense and pressure. Chu Chen is a big IP with many fans, so it is natural for it to be made into a movie. On June 19th, Warcraft was also included in the drama list by major online platforms, and promotional posters were released. In addition, judging from online news, the male and female protagonists of this drama have almost been decided, but they have not been officially announced yet, but many major websites are binding the two male and female protagonists. The heroine of this drama is temporarily played by Zhao Lusi. Zhao Lusi has been in the entertainment industry for so many years, and her popularity are very high, especially in recent years. Her eyes for choosing dramas are getting better day by day. Previously in Brilliant Star, many people could not escape from her role as Chen Xiaosheng. In Long Song Xing, although she is only the second female lead, her acting skills are still unforgettable. She played the glamorous Li Lian. Although she has a weak personality, her strength make her she won many fans. And this time, Zhao Lusi is going to participate in a TV series with ancient themes, and many people have high hopes for her. The protagonist of this drama, Zhou Yiren, gave everyone an unexpected surprise. Zhou Yiren is a popular young actor and has gained a large number of fans through his movies in the past 2 years. In the previous Children of the Qiao family, he played Qiao Kiki. Because he was the youngest son of the family, he was fostered in his grandmother's house since he was a child. Later, he had to be self-reliant. Therefore, the role of Qiao Kiki was expressed in Zhou Yiren's performance incisively and vividly. In addition, the role of Liu Chen played by Zhou Yiren in Scorching Romance is even more impressive. He is an arrogant and talented young genius. Judging from the cast list, the pairing of newcomer Zhao Lusi and Zhou Yiren feels very fresh, and their partnership is also full of expectations. What do you think of this show? Haoyan duo, Zhao Lusi fans outspoken about their dislike of Li Yuning, supporters went on strike to boycott. Recently, it was reported that the leading actors of the costume drama Pearl Curtain and Jade Curtain have been confirmed to play Zhao Lusi and Li Yuning. This collaboration surprised many audiences, and their performances in Long Song Xing were highly praised. Zhao Lusi plays the role of Li Yan in the play, showing her best fit for ancient costumes so far. At the same time, the role of Hao played by Li Yuning also became a turning point for him to be recognized as an internet celebrity. Although there are only 2 male and female characters, their performance in the play has received far more attention and recognition than the male and female protagonists. In particular, Deputy CP Hao-yan has become a classic example of being more out of the circle than the main CP. Therefore, when the news of Zhao Lusi and Li Yuning's second collaboration came out, fans of Haoyan CP were very excited and expressed their enthusiastic support for the two. However, it was met with collective resistance from Zhao Lusi's fans. They expressed dissatisfaction with Li Yuning joining the crew and expressed dissatisfaction with the casting director. Previously, the choice of male lead in Pearl Curtain and Jade Curtain has been very stable. I always thought it would be Kwachuk Seo. Unexpectedly, the sudden news of Liu Yuning caused a huge change in the mood of Zhao Lusi fans. Although Kwachuk Seo is not as good looking as Liu Yuning and has some negative news, his acting skills are more recognized and he does not pursue too much traffic. Not only that, he also has some excellent works. Therefore, it is understandable that Zhao Lusi fans prefer Kwachuk Seo. However, a series of controversies and fan boycotts confused many netizens and put Liu Yuning in an embarrassing situation. In the past, who would have thought that HOI and CP would become what it is today? Zhao Lusi's fans expressed strong dissatisfaction with Liu Yuning's participation in the drama, and even threatened to abandon the drama he had signed. Since Cheng Yi was finalized in mid-April, Zhao Lusi has not been in the group for nearly half a year. In August this year, another TV series Liu Yuning has joined the crew and is expected to be filmed until November. Considering that Jade Curtain is a TV series with a heroine as the protagonist, there is a high possibility that the male protagonist will join the show. At first, the male protagonist of Pearl Curtain was always a mystery, but she is definitely a heroine. The play is adapted from Tan Xianyan's The Legend of Kunshan Jade and tells the story of a woman and three men. Among them, the second male role is relatively more eye-catching. There are currently rumors that the second male lead will be played by Cheng Yi and Tang Ocean. Judging from this series of developments, Liu Yuning is indeed a person with unspeakable troubles. In addition to the controversy over the selection of actors, the director of the play has also attracted much attention. The play is directed by Zilian, whose previous films Zhengjiling and Chunjiling were quite controversial. Especially in terms of camera switching and character creation, his performance is unforgettable. This also makes the audience worried about the director of Pearl Curtain and Jade Curtain. However, judging from the posters of this series, the quality is indeed very good and it is said to be a large-scale project. I hope the director can use enough funds to create different effects. In general, the casting controversy and director issues of Jade Curtain have really caused a lot of discussion and confusion. The performances of Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning in the play are highly anticipated, especially the second collaboration between the two, which has brought a lot of expectations to fans and audiences. However, it is still unknown whether the current controversies and issues will affect the quality of the series and the audience's perception. I hope that Pearl Curtain and Jade Curtain can be launched smoothly and bring surprises to the audience. Cheng Yi's debut show aroused heated discussions, with one-star negative reviews all over the screen, and the audience's reasons are surprisingly similar. South Wind Knows My Will has not long been aired. As Cheng Yi's first modern idol drama, it is naturally highly anticipated. However, although it attracted the attention of many viewers in the early stage of the broadcast, the premiere did not gain much popularity, and the reputation was not satisfactory. There were many negative reviews online, which was undoubtedly disappointing. When browsing through the one-star negative reviews that filled the screen, it is not difficult to find that the audience's criticisms are almost unanimous, mainly focusing on the performance of the male lead actor Cheng Yi, believing that his appearance and acting skills are not qualified to be the leading actor in an idol drama. Let's dig into these arguments and see if some of the criticisms are overblown. First of all, regarding Cheng Yi's appearance, some viewers mentioned that his face shape is a bit special, with a large mandibular angle, which requires the selection of shooting angles, and his mouth is somewhat protruding, which seems a bit uncoordinated. In addition, the filters used in the show are relatively thick. Even though the whole show is full of soft light beauty effects, Cheng Yi's crow's feet and nasolabial folds are still quite obvious. In comparison, the second male actor Fu Xinbo has better looks. He wears a suit with extraordinary temperament and is an elegant gentleman. Fu Xinbo's acting skills are also more natural. When he and Cheng Yi co-starred in a scene, the contrast between the two was very sharp. Many netizens thought that Cheng Yi seemed too ordinary and Fu Xinbo easily won. Fu Xinbo's advantages are not only reflected in his appearance and acting skills, but also his outstanding figure and demeanor. This is very obvious in the full-body photos of the two. Some netizens even jokingly said, "It is Fu Xinbo's turn to be rich and powerful." It is worth noting that Cheng Yi is not only at a disadvantage when compared with the second male lead, but even when he is in the same frame as the supporting actor, it is difficult to gain a clear advantage, and his body shape does not even look as strong as the supporting actor next to him. This further intensified the audience's doubts about his position as the leading actor in idol dramas. Audiences also have a lot of dissatisfaction with Cheng Yi's acting skills. He used the original voice in the play, which exposed his shortcomings in line skills. He seemed unable to open his mouth well when speaking, and his speech was somewhat slurred, giving the impression that he was memorizing text. Take the reunion scene of the male and female protagonists at the beginning of the first episode as an example. The male protagonist's legs are injured, his face is pale, and his heart is full of complex emotions. However, Cheng Yi's performance seems quite bland. The look between him and the female protagonist seems to lack emotional expression, and his eyes there seems to be no love in it. There may be multiple reasons for Cheng Yi's acting problems. Some people think that this may be related to the role setting of the male protagonist, because the character Fu Yunshan in the play always pretends to be cool and handsome, wearing sunglasses at all times and putting his hands in his pockets. This seems a bit too artificial. Full stop. However, whatever the reason, this affected the audience's evaluation of his acting skills. In addition to criticism of Cheng Yi, the heroine played by Zhang Yuxi is also controversial. Audiences pointed out that the traces of her performance were quite obvious, lacking a sense of natural relaxation, and she seemed to always be in a state of acting without truly establishing empathy with the audience. As an idol drama, the sense of CP between the male and female protagonists is very important. The lack of this factor will make it difficult for idol dramas to succeed. In The South Wind Knows What I Want, Cheng Yi and Zhang Yuxi's performances seem to have no communication. There was a lack of chemical reaction between the two, and the sense of CP was obviously lacking. Finally, let's look at the plot itself. The play begins with the encounter between the male and female protagonists, using flashbacks to tell the story of how they met and fell in love. Although this is a classic plot setting, some viewers feel that this plot is too bland and cliché, causing them to no longer want to continue watching. It is reported that this drama was shelved for 3 years during the production process. Now it seems that there may be a reason for such plot and acting to be shelved. Some even say that it is not worthy of being presented to the audience again. In addition, the frequent use of slow motion in the play also caused dissatisfaction among the audience. Some viewers thought that the director might find the frequent affectionate stare-downs paired with the music to be sweet, but in fact this technique seemed awkward in the eyes of the audience, with a sense of industrial saccharine déjà vu. Although South Wind Knows My Will has only aired 5 episodes so far, many viewers have clearly criticized the series, and many people have chosen to give up watching it. In any case, let us look forward to whether the follow-up series can improve these problems and regain the trust and love of the audience.